If you were to go anywhere in America, you would see and meet a lot of ordinary men. And while there's nothing wrong with being average or living a simple life, that type of life is not for everyone. If you look a little harder, you might get a glimpse of a man who chooses to live an extraordinary and eventful life. And he's what you call a high-value MGTOW. And this is a guy in a class by himself. And what distinguishes him from all other ordinary men is simply his decision to do things a little differently. You may already be living your life as a high-value man, or you may not be and would like to begin. And in order to do so, it is helpful to understand what high-value men never do. That's all. Let's get started right away. You probably already know that high-value men have far more options in life when it comes to women, careers, and pretty much everything else a man could want. So, number 1, and this is something you'll almost never see a high-value man do. Consider the last time you heard someone say something very insulting to you, most likely from another guy or even a girl, but not so insulting that you want to punch him in the face. What happened? What did you do? Were you able to handle it? Low-value men typically respond to such situations with one or more of the following characteristics: insecurity, aggressive behavior, and a lack of empathy. Nothing says low value more to the ladies like frequent displays of these 3 feelings. The truth is that we all feel insecure, aggressive, and lacking empathy at times. However, the difference between the low and high value MGTOWs is that the low value man simply cannot handle himself and allows himself to be consumed by these emotions when they happen. There aren't many things that will turn a girl off faster than regularly displaying these emotions. And men of greater worth or caliber almost never lose control and display these emotions. Next on the list is something that high-value MGTOWs never do, and it also happens to be one of the most telltale signs that a guy has no game, and that is fumbling your words. The thing about high-value men is that they have a lot of social experience, which allows them to speak quickly, clearly, and cleverly without scrambling over their words. And low-value men frequently stumble over their words in front of women and struggle coming up with something to say. And this is something that a high-value man would never do. Number 3 is something so simple, but will surely have a significant impact on whether or not you're either a high-value man or a low-value man. And it has something to do with your physical appearance. Almost always, you can spot high-value men by their physical appearance because they have a distinguished look. Most men of value have a defined appearance that conveys that they care about how they look, but not excessively so. Low-value men, on the other hand, tend to worry too little or too much about their appearance, resulting in an extremely unequal appearance. The 4th thing that high-value MGTOWs never do is not being able to make decisions when they're with a girl, friends, or family. How often do you ask men what they want to do or where they want to go, and they respond with whatever you want? Those are low-value men. High-value MGTOWs almost never do this because they're always sure of where they are going in life and what they wish to accomplish. What a low-value man doesn't recognize is that each time he asks other people for direction on what they're going to do or where they're going to go, he's sending a message that he can't make decisions for himself, let alone anyone else, that he has no idea what he's doing. However, he's also discreetly seeking their approval by foregoing what he wants to do in order to make others happy. This too is something that high-value men never do. The 5th thing that almost no man of value does is something that millions upon millions of men do every day without even recognizing it. I remember this one time when I was younger and I was hanging out with this girl from my school who I really liked. We were at her house out in the front yard for several hours. She'd been playing with my balls that I brought from home because we used to throw baseballs in the front yard all the time. And at one point, her older brother came out and stepped through the gate. And I'll never forget how he looked at me and asked, "Are you just going to stand there or are you going to throw me the ball?" And for some reason, this chance encounter has stayed with me throughout my life. And whenever I feel myself becoming passive in anything, I remember this and it immediately corrects me. Low-value men are notorious for being passive. which means accepting or allowing things to happen to them without actively responding or resisting. That is, you're a guy who stands around and lets things happen to you rather than taking control of them. Passivity is something that high-value men never do. So many men go through elementary, middle, high school, and even college, unfortunately sometimes through life, as passive, low-value men. Even if you don't realize it, there is a substantial price to pay in life for being passive or asleep at the wheel, and you'll only find out about this price when your car finally crashes. So grab the steering wheel now. Don't be a low-value passive man and take control of your life, because it's never too late to go from being an ordinary low-value man to an extraordinary high-value MGTOW. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss the new videos that come out that are all just for you. See you in the next video.